All right, here we go, pregame show, and as we often like to do, we like to highlight some of the great programs going on at Turlings Catholic and maybe some of the great people. In this case, the guy at the homecoming mass that got the greatest round of applause from the class of 1980, John Couvion, a.k.a. jCouv. How are you?
Doing great, Scott.
So, Couv, I mean, I've known you since you were a wee lad. Your sister Brenda graduated with me in 1978. All right, so, I mean, you're done in 1980, yet you have continued to come back here, and you always have camera in hand.
Yes, sir. Sure do.
Why?
It's what I can to do to get back on the field, to get with the kids. The kids over here are phenomenal. Just it's like we were discussing earlier, it's the atmosphere. It's you come over here and you're not only greeted by the principal and some of the teachers and the administration, but it's the kids. The kids are just phenomenal. They're lovable. There's just something in here, like your daughter said, you can't put a picture to it. It's the love of the kids, the love of my rebels.
So, John, what got you into this? So, so many of us, you graduate, you leave, maybe you don't come back and visit. I don't know if my oldest brother Steve has ever been back to Turlings since he graduated in '68. What was your first, I guess, re-entry point to Turlings? What did you start doing?
Well, years ago, I kind of got into photography, taking pictures of my son and my daughter in sports and everything. And then a friend of mine's daughter was playing softball for Turlings, and she was part of the team that won state in 2007. And so he asked me to come and take pictures, and so I graduated from Turlings, and let me go ahead and take some shots. Well, Callie Batto was coaching at the time, and come to find out that was Bobby Batto's daughter. And
my old basketball coach.
Yes, that was a great guy. He was my football coach, and so I got to be friends with some of the kids, and like I said, the kids greeted me. They greeted me with open arms. It's kind of like I felt like the prodigal child, where I strayed for a few years and came back, and they just welcomed me.
Back.
Yeah, they have opened up with greeted me with open arms, and it's just the kids. You walk through the campus, right, and the kids, it's just what makes it worthwhile.
So how long ago was that you did your first photography gig over here?
It was in 2007. It was in the spring of 2007 for softball.
That was 11 years ago. You keep doing this.
Yeah.
Why? Again, I go back to that, Coop. Because you could have said, all right, hey, all right, I came to take pictures of a couple kids, children and friends of children. I always like to say, and having been around this, in the media, and then being a Turlings father, Sophia graduated in May. When you drive by Turlings, you go, that's a school. When you walk into Turlings, suddenly it's like it's a way of life. It's a mission. It's once people get here, they go, wow, I had no idea this place was like this. You agree?
Yes. A lot of times I'll come over here and bring stuff. I'll come on my lunch hour from work or just after hours, and when I get here, it's like I'll tell Mike, I said, man, it's an awesome place. It's equivalent to Disney World. It's just, the teachers, there's always something fun going on over here. They're always, it's just the kids. It's just like Gracie, just one of my little nieces.
Can you take a picture?
Look, while we're doing an interview, she's right there. Say hi.
That's
Hey.
Gracie Lochley.
Say something nice about John Couvion.
John Couvion is the best uncle ever.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
But it's people like her is the reason I come back, and it's just you can't explain the feeling. It's just like Sophie says, just you can't put a picture to it. It's worth, you get a good quality education. Yes, you get the mass, the homecoming mass is phenomenal. When I first came to it, as soon as I got out of the mass, I called Lou Restweber, a good friend of mine, and he said, I said, you got to come next year. You just don't understand. It's just the feeling you get when you leave this place. You just don't want to leave.
Well, Lou has returned to the fold, and of course he has LJR Security which just so happens to be the press box sponsor of our Turlings radio broadcast. And then, of course, Lou read the welcome here at Mass, at the homecoming Mass. And he hadn't been back here for a homecoming Mass in quite a while. And this is, he's like, he's like a kid in a candy store.
Yeah, it's just a feeling like you can't explain. And like I said, it's Disney World to me. You know, it's a happy place.
Now, John, you're one of what, 7 kids?
I'm one of 7. Yes,
okay.
sir.
Because I remember, Bill, George, Roy, Brenda was with me,
and
then you,
Cheryl,
and
then me, and then
right.
Jane, my youngest sister.
Looking at the whole family, now you and I are detached by 30-something years. I'm detached by 40 years. So we talked about what Turlings meant to you. What did you see Turlings meaning to the whole family?
They feel the same way. They see what what I'm going through with this. They see how it excites me and just what it brings to me, and it makes them happy to see me really pleased with something that that I enjoy. It's just they're not experiencing it like I do, but they're amazed. It's just something phenomenal.
John, your official title, are you the official photographer of Turlings?
I'm the official sports photographer at Turlings. I do their team pictures, I do all their sports pictures, and do some videos, do the highlight videos for them. But yes, I'm the official sports photographer and team photographer for them.
Of course, you're making millions and millions of dollars doing this.
Nope, everything I do, I give back to Turlings. It goes on my website, and the parents can buy pictures, but it's my give back to Turlings.
That's passion, man.
Well, it's like I said, like I told the story earlier that about my father became disabled during my high school career, and he wasn't able to send us. Couldn't afford to send us to Turlings, but
yet somehow you were here.
But somehow I was here. Thank you for the diocese and Turlings and everything. And myself and my 3 sisters were able to finish our school at Turlings.
Now, John, just real quickly before we wrap this up, another minute or so here. When you're out there shooting a photograph, particularly during action, during a game, of any sport, really, what are you looking for? What is jcouv? Take me through the science of jcouv, the photographer. What are you looking for?
Oh, I just look for the excitement on these kids' faces. When they make a tackle, when they sack a quarterback, when they make a goal, when they score, when they hit a home run. That's what we look for. I'm not looking for to make the picture go in Sports Illustrated. I'm looking for the picture to make the parent happy, to say, look, I've got this memory of my kid. These kids, I had one kid tell me one time that before he goes to sleep, he will go on my website and look at his pictures, go through his game and look at his pictures, because they love it. They love my website. And that's what it's all about. I'm not here to make a killing. I'm not here to make a living off of it. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to make a living off of it. But I'm here because the kids love it. I mean, it's all about the kids and the parents.
And in jcouv's case, it's all about the passion and the heart for this amazing place, Turlings Catholic High. Buddy, Lou Ressweber and I were talking after Mass about you, after your thunderous round of applause. And thank God for people like you, who bleed this place, who live this place. There are so many things you do, I think, that people don't know about. And Turlings Catholic High, the alums, the supporters, the fans, everybody, man, we could not do without you. We're eternally grateful, buddy.
Thank you very much, Scott.
John Couvion, official photographer of Turlings Catholic High Sports. And you look up something or someone that epitomizes all the good things of Turlings Catholic High, John Couvion, jcouv. Buddy, have a good day.
Thank you, sir.
All right, and have a good game, too.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All
Go
right.
Rebels.
That's John. That's Scott. Let's go back to me and Kavan in the booth.